Hey everyone, I get a lot of questions asking what I use for tires on my truck, so I'm going to show you. So, I'm in my shed. I just took these tires off for the winter, and I'll talk about tires a little bit. And there's not really a good pair of tires for everyone. It's based on your needs. This is the most aggressive tire that would fit on my truck. The bigger tire you have, the more aggressive you could find. So if I was to lift my truck and put enormous tires, they have better options, but this is what I use on my truck, and I will absolutely buy them again when they wear out. So when I first got my car, I would just buy the cheapest tire I could get. That's what a lot of people do, and I was constantly getting flats and giant chunks of rubber just taken out of it because the shale rock on the logging roads is like a razor blade. It will literally take chunks off. Just a chunk the size of a quarter is going to throw you off balance. Now, I have been running these all this year, 25, all last year, 24, and you don't see any big chunks of rubber taken out of them. I must have driven at least 12,000 miles on dirt logging roads alone, and they're not damaged. They got super strong sidewalls. I believe these are 8 or 12 ply tires, hard like a piece of heavy equipment. It would bend over most nails before it goes through it. Now, on my truck, when I first got it, the first set of tires cost me $600, constantly getting chunks of rubber taken out of them. Now these ones right here cost me about $1,100. These are Falcon tires, and they're nearly twice the price, but the cheap tires, I have to replace them every year. I drive so much, I just wear them down. Harder tires don't wear down as much. I'm going to probably get 3 or 4 years out of these. I wouldn't be surprised if these make it to 80, 90,000 miles worth of use. So that's definitely worth it for me. They give you not that soft of a ride. They're great for off-road. Maybe you're someone that likes a softer ride for the city, but these are never going to get flats. I can't believe how well they're doing. If you live in a city, maybe you don't want those, but I don't notice too rough of a ride. They hum a little bit on the road. If you're driving like 1 mile an hour, you can feel the gaps going bump, 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 bump because it's aggressive. But these will fit any normal full-size truck. It'll fit the mid-size trucks that have bigger tires, like a Tacoma or a 4Runner. It'll fit something like a Suburban, I think. It'll fit the older Ford Explorers when they were built better and bigger like a truck. It'll fit a whole range of vehicles, and they're very good. Now, if you're someone who doesn't drive a lot, then as far as tires, you use them or you lose them. Typically speaking, tires will become unsafe after about 5 years when they start dry rotting, especially if you live in the south. Up north, tires will last longer because of the cooler climate. But this is what I run. I took them off my truck because I just learned that they make all-season studded that are just as aggressive with metal studs for ice. So I put those on my truck, and I'll take these back off in May 1st is when I legally have to switch them back over. You can't have metal studs all year long. There's most states you have to take them off either April or May 1st. Unless you live in Vermont or New Hampshire, they allow you to keep them on year-round. But that's what I run for tires, and it's a great investment. Spending twice the money, and they'll go 3 times as long. And I can't believe it that they don't have any chips of rubber taken out of them. They lasted really, really good. This is what I just put on my truck for the winter. It's called Grabber General AT. Very aggressive, and it has the metal spikes to grip onto the ice. Don't know how long these will last. I've never seen all season studded. It's pretty cool. These were a little bit less money than those last ones I was showing you. But between these tires, I shouldn't have to buy new ones for maybe another 5 years. But please do your research before you buy anything. As I get older, I become wiser, and I've been scammed. So these tires right here, I feel like I was scammed on them. So I put these ones outside. Years ago, when I first bought studded tires for my truck, it was these. Most tires are softer for winter. You want softer because rubber gets harder when it's cold and it grips better. They told me this was the most aggressive they had. And they also try to tell me that running chains is illegal. It is not illegal. Almost everywhere, if the road is white and snow covered, you can run chains. So they lied to me about these, and because they're soft rubber, they get chunks taken out of them all the time on the logging roads, despite these things only having probably 2,000 miles worn into them. They've been sitting in my shed for 2 years. I can't use them because they're unreliable on logging roads where I work. So before they go bad, sitting in my hot shed, they're only 2 years old, I'm gonna donate them. I tried putting them on Facebook and Craigslist. I had a whole dozen people saying, oh, I want them, save them for me, take this listing down. Made deals with 2 of them. They never showed up, so I'm done with the BS. I'm gonna donate them. These tires here, I believe, were like nearly $1,000. And I put them online for $400 or best offer. I eventually went down as low as $100 or best offer. Still, I can't believe no one wanted them. But I am gonna donate them because they're just gonna fall apart. The only person I know who would want these is someone who lives in Canada, and they can't legally run them. I can't believe that there's parts of Canada that ban studded tires. That is insanely ridiculous. But then I believe states like Michigan and Wisconsin also ban them for some moron reason, even though they're northern states. It makes sense that places like Florida, they're always banned because it's a tropical place and you're going to tear up their roads. But almost everyone in my area has studded tires. You can hear them when they go down the road. It makes a distinct noise. None of our roads are worn down from these. None of them. It's very minimal what it does, but I understand Florida, they never have to replace their roads, and it probably would show. But that being said, there's no excuse for these up north. The roads get destroyed by winter faster than this would ever do it. I find that absolutely ridiculous. My grandfather has the same size tires on his truck, but he's back and forth all the time from Florida, and he doesn't go out in the snowstorms, so he can't use them.